Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Before we jump into this, I just want to let you know that this won't be one of those 1080p ones that I usually do. Unfortunately, the ROM that I had, the Citra file, is not currently working. Pokemon Sun and Moon have now had an update, version 4.4 I do believe it is. So if you guys don't know about it, go ahead and update it. And I think it supposedly fixes the lag and stuff like that. Don't quote me on it. But the working file that I had before, obviously because this is a new battle, it needs to be updated, so I just need to get my hands on a working one. So for now, you might just see a few of these battles still with the outlines and stuff. Still looks pretty cool, and I hope that you guys do go on to enjoy it. You know, it's not going to change anything else. The battle that I had today was really close today. I had it with Apple, Apple Code, I do believe his name is. Go ahead and check out his channel. His links will be down below in the description. Highly recommend checking him out, guys. He's a real cool guy. And I just hit him up on Twitter asking for a Wi-Fi battle, and here we are. So I'm bringing along with me Sylveon. Shout out to the Extreme Randomizer. Then we have Ferums. Can I pronounce it? For the life of me. I named it in Bug's Life, so I'll go with Bug's Life. And then we have Flygon. Our Shizzy, I do believe it's, or Fizz, it's one of the two. I always get mixed up between those two names. Then I have Turtonator. Then we have a Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini and a Metagross. Like an idiot, I got the Mega Ring and stuff like that, but because I'm in the game, I've not advanced to the Mega Ring part. I actually don't have it in my game. As weird as that sounds. So Applecode is bringing with him UBO1, Shinostic, there we go, Toxapex, Beware, Tapu Lele, and a Dragonite. So we're going to and kick right into this battle. Kept you guys waiting around long enough. So this was, like I said, a brilliant battle I had with Apple. Absolutely fantastic battle. I really like his character. That's why I like the girls more in the game. Genuinely, because they look a lot better. Like, they look so much better. So I start off with my Sylveon, and she goes into her Ultra Beast, which is the Nihilego here. So I'm like, alright, cool, I could just go for the Psy Shock here, and try pull off some damage, or I can go into Metagross and try scare this thing out. So I go into Metagross, and turn 1, they get the Stealth Rocks up, so I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I do have Defog on, Tapu Fini, but like an idiot, again, I did put an Assault Vest over, or Leftovers. I meant to put Leftovers on, I don't even know where I got the Assault Vest from. But somehow it ended up with an Assault Vest, so I was like, okay, Christian, okay. You made a stupid move there. So I go for the Medium Mash, and the Dragonite does a huge chunk of damage, breaks that multi-scale there, so I was pretty happy about that. I could have gone again for the Meteor Mash, because I know I could live an EQ from this thing, because I am highly invested in defense as well as HP and attack. And I adamant with that thing, so I was just predicting, you know, just see what he wants to do here. Goes for the EQ. I know my Sylveon can eat this up because I am investing in HP, more in special attack, a little bit in the defensive side as well, but I'm not too worried about it at all. So I know Lily can go ahead and just start destroying this thing. Now I make a hard read here, knowing full well he expected me to go for the Moonblast, and I knew Toxapex was incoming. So I just go for the Psy Shock here. I know it's not even going to pull half as much damage off on this thing. Just genuinely due to the fact how bulky this thing is. And Psy Shock again. If I would have run Psychic, I think I might have done a little bit more. I'm not too sure though, but the Psy Shock barely touched this thing. So Toxapex was one of the main things in this battle that, you know, it took so long to do, just genuinely because Toxapex is Toxapex. And that's how he's ran. He's run, you know, stupidly annoying, and that's how the guy is. So I go into Fizz here. I didn't know what he wanted to do, maybe get some spikes up or anything like that. Because I know, you know, if the Pokemon's poisoned, Toxapex can hit crits off and stuff like that, so I'm like, alright, cool. He gets the spikes up, but I wanted to stay in Fizz as much as I could here. I do go for the Dragon Dance as well, making a quick little read here, because I thought, you know what, maybe he goes for the Baneful Bunker, and which he actually does. So I was like, alright, then you want to go for Baneful Bunker, I'm absolutely fine with that. I want to go for the Dragon Dance here, and then I can pull off some damage. So I pull off a nice little Dragon Dance here, which I was pretty happy about. You know, at this minute, I'm in a good place. You know, we got some, good synergy going on with the team and stuff like that. Everything's got a nice flow going, got some momentum. So, he withdrew, and I'm like, alright, who could he possibly go into? Shinostic, possibly to hit the EQ with here. Because the Earthquake, even though it's not even very effective on this thing, I am Life Orb, Adamant, Dragon Dance. So, I'm like, alright, I'm going to inflict some damage on this thing. So, EQ does just past half, so I'm pretty happy in the position I'm in right now, because I could just go for another EQ. or I could go for a Dragon Claw depending on what I want to do here, just in case he wants to swap out, because I didn't think he would want this Flinch going down as fast as what he did. I went for the EQ just to play it safe. It was pretty predictable if I went for the Dragon Claw expecting him to swap out, so I didn't want to risk it. I just go for the EQ just to try and get some momentum here, and we do manage to take out the Flinch, so that's one down. And I was pretty happy about that, you know, like, alright, cool, we're in a good position here. Goes into the Dragonite now. I didn't know if this thing was scarfed or anything like that, because I didn't see any leftovers go off. So I'm like, alright, cool. So he brings in his Dragonite, which is a nice play here, to bait in the Dragon Claw there, which was absolutely fantastic. With him swapping out, basically just meaning me to go for the Dragon-type move, so he could go into his Tapu Lele, which I'm pretty sure was scarfed as well. Maybe the Dragonite isn't scarfed, maybe it was Lumberry. So it goes for the Shadow Ball. I know Fizz can eat this, even though this thing, you know, its special attack's highly mad, and I knew we could eat it. So I just go for the U-turn here, try to get off as much damage as I can, takes it past half. And Fizz, I mean, Fizz is putting in a lot of work in this battle. I love Flygon to death. Like, it genuinely is one of those Pokemon that can do a lot of damage to teams. So this is the part where I acted so stupid, because I went straight up for the defog, and I clicked it, and I was like, why aren't I defogging? You know, what's happening? And I was actually assault vested, and I was like, oh, god damn it, Christian, you stupid. I was like literally sat back in my chair, and I had a moment where I was just like, I think I just need to reevaluate my life right now. So anyways, goes for the Shadow Ball. Like I said, Tapu Fini can just eat this up all day. I go for the Moonblast here. I did invest a little bit in special attack, so I know a Moonblast as well is going to take down that Tapu Lele there. So now, like I said, we're in a good position. You know, we got 2 Pokemoners down, and we've got some good momentum going with the team. I know my team is taking some damage, so I'm absolutely fine with that. So, goes into the Nihilgar here. I'm like, alright, cool, I can Scold, I guess. I know this thing can go and be run stupidly as well. So, you know, because it does get access to a lot of moves. So it goes for the Thunderbolt. We eat it up very nicely there. I go for the Skull, try to get off as much damage, and I take it past half. So I'm like, alright, cool, I'm in a good position here. Tapu Fini's going to go down, but it came in, it did its job, it needed to do what it did, and then I can just go out into Metagross here and scare him out. So I go back into Iron. Unfortunately, like I said, I can't Mega Evolve because I don't... I thought I had the Mega Ring, and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I did put it on. But it must be because I'm not to that part of the game yet, so I don't know, something stupid like that. So he goes into Beware, and I just go for the Bullet Punch straight up because I know, you know, still it's going to hurt the Ultra Beast and stuff like that. I go for the Bullet Punch, does a nice little chunk of damage. I go for the Zen Headbutt here. I do get a nice little flinch on the Beware, so I was super happy about that. And I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I needed. So, that happens there, and I just go for the Zen Headbutt again because, you know, why not on mine as well? It's going to KO this thing, so we take down his Beware there, which I was pretty happy about. Like I said, we're in an even better condition here. And trust me, this is the only 15th... Yo, did my Alexa just talk? What the hell? And we're only, you know, we're only 16 turns in, so this is where it went crazy. So I go for the Bullet Punch here because I want to take out this Dragonite. I didn't want to let him set it with a Dragon Dance, you know, letting him think that I was going to swap out or anything like that. Goes for the EQ. We do manage to live it. I did put a lot of investment in this thing so it can live a hit. And so I could go for the Bullet Punch here yet again, just to KO this Dragonite off. So I do manage to go for the Bullet Punch. Does pick off this Dragonite nice there. So I'm like, alright, cool, 4 mons down. I've only got 1 down at the minute. I'm pretty happy about this. So here comes... the most hated Pokemon at the minute that I hate. Jesus Christ, this thing is super annoying. So, I go for the EQ. I know I'm going to pull off a good chunk of damage with this thing, because I am adamant. 252 in attack. Takes it to half, and I'm like, alright, dope, this is dope. He goes for the Scald. I was like, yo, can I pray to live? And I actually live here. So I'm like, alright, cool. Will he go for the Baneful Bunker here? I'm pretty sure he will. I could go for the Zen Headbutt and see if I can do any more damage. So, goes for the Baneful Bunker, which is absolutely fine. You know, I am a Steel type, so I can't get poisoned or anything like that unless Salazzle were on the field, and then I'd be pretty mad. So, I go for the Zen Headbutt there, and I'm just like, alright, cool, Baneful Bunker happened. I go for the Zen Headbutt here again. I just watched this. Watch this turn up. I was like, oh, why aren't you dying? I do manage to get a flinch there, and I was like, yes! This battle has gone absolutely the way that I wanted it. I go for the Zen Headbutt here, and he avoids the Zen Headbutt, and I was like, no. I guess it was karma for getting the flinches back on Beware and then getting the flinch there, and I was like, no, why? So Metagross goes down, which I'm not too bothered about at all. I'm like, alright, cool, Metagross goes down. I guess I can just go into, what you call it here. I should have gone here, really. I should have gone back into my Fizz. I should have gone into the Flygon just to take this thing down, because he only had 2 mons left at this minute, and I could have just EQ'd this thing, and then when the Hilgo came back in, I could have just swapped out or let Fizz go down and come into Ferrosumo or whatever it's called and just KO it off with that Ice Beam, because I'm Choice Specs. I was running high jump kick and stuff like that on it, just genuinely because I didn't know what else to put on. And she really doesn't get a lot of access to moves, so I'm like, alright, cool. And this is where the turns, for God's sake, just absolutely went mental. This was like 10 turns in and out, trying to kill this Toxapex, and I had no luck until right at the very end. Honest to God, it was so wild. So I go into Lily. I know this thing can kill me, but I don't think he's running any poison move whatsoever. I think he's running Toxic Spikes, Recover, Scald, and the Baneful Bunker. So I'm like, alright, you can't touch me at all. So it goes for the Recover there, and I was like, oh no, don't do this, Toxapex. Why are you doing this? And I was getting super upset, so I'm like, whatever, it's all gravy. So we get a little bit of HP back from the leftovers there. And the one thing to note about this Pokemon as well, like the fact that it is super bulky, but it can be taken down. Like you don't have to think this is one of those mons, you know, right, where literally nothing can touch it, because it can. A lot of things can actually touch it. You'll see later on in the battle how I dealt with it right at the end. I literally just got so mad, I was like, alright, you're coming in and you're gonna kill this thing. So that's how it ended in the end. It was pretty nice though. So here in the minute, it's just basically stall after stall after stall, because that's all this part was, because there was no two ways about it. Like Apple, he didn't want to lose this battle, because he needed to wear my team down and down with poisoning. So that was the only way he could turn this around. For me, I felt like that. I'm not judging him, saying, oh, like, you know, well, there's no way he could have won that. This is the way he had to play it. He even said it to me after on Twitter, so I'm like, alright, cool, I understand that, you know, because that's how it had to be played. You had to do that. So here, like I said, it's just the recover stall and stuff like that, so I'm not too fussed about it. I'm like, alright, cool. Maybe I can pick off a crit Side Shock, you know, that'll be nice. That possibly could put it down to a low HP and stuff like that. And then I outspeed it, obviously, so we might be able to kill it. And I was trying my best to get a crit, but it just wasn't meant to happen at all. It just wasn't meant to happen. So I just keep firing off Side Shocks at this thing, and just like, whatever, just take as much damage as you can, Toxapex. Just die. So does manage to go for the Scald in the end there. I do still manage to live, because Lily is an absolute tank of a Pokemon. Nah, it really a tank. Should have called this thing Diva though. So I'm just trying to chit-chat over the stall. I mean, you know, how are you guys? How's your day been today, guys? Tell me, let me know down below in the comment section. If you watched all the way up to this part, please comment saying Toxapex is life. Just comment Toxapex is life. Just comment that down below if you guys have watched up to this part. I appreciate it. Trying to sit through the stall was so painful, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. As Link Park once said, it's about to go down. So Lily does manage to go down here. This is finally where it comes to an end, and I'm like, alright, you know what, enough screwing around. My boy Fizz is coming back in. My boy Fizz is coming in. And I'm like, alright, cool. I need a Dragon Dance here, because that's the only way I'm going to kill it. I need a Dragon Dance here. So I go for Dragon Dance. It's like, alright, cool. As he goes for the Recover, and I'm like, alright, cool. I'm I'm Life Orb, I'm Adamant. Do I need a second one? Is he gonna go for the Baneful Bunker here? I'm like, I don't know. And I get greedy and I go for the second Dragon Dance. And here I should have gone for the EQ. I know myself that. You don't have to tell me, guys. I know myself. I should have gone for that. So unfortunately he does go for the Scald and takes me down. And I was like, yo, I could just fire off an EQ. I would have killed that thing there and then. With a Life Orb as well. So he gets a crit, and I'm like, alright, cool, I'm not even poisoned. What are you playing at? What is this? So I'm like, alright, Arnold. And my boy Turdinator comes out, and I'm like, alright, cool. He's going to go for the Baneful Bunker. I can see this straight away. I know he's going to go for this because he's trying to get some HP back. Or if he wants to go for anything like that, he's trying to stall me out. So I'm like, alright, cool. You want to play that way? I say we drop a Shell Smash real quick. And my boy Arnold here breaks that shell. It's like, what up, ho? He just comes through like, I'll be back. Comes and gets his Shell Smash, then comes back. And he's like, alright, enough screwing around. And I'm like, yo, let's just do this. So I just drop a Draco right on this thing. I have got the white herb, so I'm like, yo, this is about to go down. I'm like, whose man's is this? So I just go for the Draco Meteor and straight up destroys this Toxapex soul there. I'm like, yo, Draco, come downeth. And that absolutely just tears through Toxapex's life, and I'm like, my boy Arnold, get to the chopper. He doesn't mess around. My boy doesn't mess around at all. So Arnold comes in. This first time I've actually used a Turdinator as well, so I was pretty happy about that. I picked off 1 kill. I'm like, alright, cool. So Nihilgos comes in. I know I'm going to go down here. I don't want to swap because I can't afford to swap. Goes for the power gem, and my boy Turdinator just hits it. It's like, rah, rah. So I'm like, yo, Turdinator, you did your job. He's like, I'll be back again. And I'm like, okay, cool. So it does get the beast boost, and I'm like, alright, cool. So here I was like, yo, let's go into Bug's life and let's just end this. Let's just go for an Ice Beam. I know I'm Specs, so an Ice Beam should be able to take this thing down. Ice Beam probably did like around 25%, but then I know with the Specs as well could boost it up to like 40, 50. So Ice Beam fires off and destroys Nihilgo. I do get a crit as well. Don't know if the crit mattered. I was Specs as well, so this could be argued there and then. So, but anyways, that was a battle. So it was a pretty dope-ass battle, I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed it. So big shout out to Apple. Thank you for the battle, dude. Be sure to go ahead and check out his channel in the links down below in the description. And like I said, guys, if you guys want to be featured in one of these Wi-Fi battles, be sure to go ahead and follow me on Twitter. My links are all down there in the description, and I highly recommend checking it out if you do want to stay and continue to support the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on another episode. And as for me, guys, I've been FeintAttacks. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, folks, I will see you then.